Hey guys, how you doing? So I'm just loading some electric pools right now so we can actually get some of this oil digged up. Or dug up, I would have to say. There we go. Oh, get a tree, that's fine. Should clear some of these trees down here. Okay, where? There they are. So use some explosives to clear some of these trees. So we got plenty of oil to spare, so I think in this episode I'm going to want to set up the train line to haul this oil back up to the base. So I think, okay, so this is what I was thinking. This is a good rail station, so we're going to need to have a rail line right here coming down, just straight up right here. So that's just going to be like a rail line going straight up and down right here. It probably will go up eventually more, and it'll connect all these resources up here as well. And then we can also now connect our oil, could connect the stone and some further resources, and eventually we'd have to get these resources up here as well, but it'd be good enough with oil. I still need to set up the rail station. I do have some of the materials for refineries, just gather a couple more and actually craft the refineries. But in this episode, let's start the oil production. So I got myself a couple of these pump jacks already, so I'm just going to place it on this cluster right here. Should get a couple of pipes as well. I'm gonna shove this into a tank. And I forgot to grab the rails. Okay, I'll be right back when I have the rails. Alright, I got the rails, so we should be able to actually make the station now. But let's get these quickly hooked up and just pour into a tank for now. It's kind of sketchy, but it is fine. He's good, actually. Nah, that's annoying. Oh. Yeah. Oh well. So let me quickly hook this up to power using these longer electrical poles I quickly had crafted. So that's nice. Boom, 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 and boom. We got a bunch of oil now. Yeah, this stuff pumps pretty quickly, so this tank should fill up in no time. See, it's already like a tenth of the way done. So, with the rail, I may clear some of these trees. But while I cleared some of these trees, let's quickly get ourselves lined up. We should probably, honestly, right here, this area should be a good spot for the rails. So looking at the map, if we do that, yeah, that's pretty good. I think that'll be fine. So we have our we can start a vertical rail down here, just like that. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, we're gonna have to clear some of these trees, but we're gonna make quickly a T-junction so we can branch off with an oil line. Let's just get rid of these trees because they're annoying. Get out of here. No one likes you. Boom. Probably gonna get a couple more grenades in a bit, but that's fine. I think this will do for now. Alright, that's good enough for now, so let's bring this rail just down, straight down here. Okay, I'm probably gonna have the station just right above the oil platform. Probably just right here. Here will work it fine. So what we want to do is make a T-junction. So we can either, yeah, I'm just gonna do it pretty simply. So I'm using right-handed rails, so the trains drive on the right hand. So this would be going up, and this rail would be going down. So if I think about the input and output rail like this, we want trains going this way on this rail. So if we use this rail going upwards, we can just drag it until it works. It takes a couple tries. There we go. So that's good, but we also want it, just in case the train's coming the other way, to come in. Nope. Nope. There we go. Just like that. And then we have our outbound rail. Make sure this is spaced correctly. So it's going to be going, it can either go up or go down, just like that. That's our T-junction basically done. So we do want to signal this as well. So there's two types of signals. There's the rail signal, right here. And there's the rail chain signal, these one daughters. So these basically split the track up to blocks, as you can see with the different yellow lines. But they do have different functions. So the rail signal will manage the train with the immediate block ahead of itself. But rail chain signals doesn't manage the block immediately ahead of itself. It manages all the blocks immediately ahead. Like basically, it won't. If there's a train in here, it can be blue, or if there's a train in here, the train could possibly still go. But I'll actually look at this one. So if this one's red, this one will turn red. But let me quickly set this up inside the signaling. So it's kind of complicated. If you don't get it, I kind of understand. It's like I didn't get it when I first played around with it. But we do want our inbound rails to have chain signals and our outbound rails to have just normal signals. Just like that. What this basically does, it prevents trains from one, crashing each other, and two, having a gridlock. So basically this is how this works. I do have a train. Yes, I do. So I'm going to quickly place a car right here. You can see this one turned blue. Before it was green. The reason why it's green right now, because all the outbound signals it can go to, like this signal and that signal, is green. But if I do this, it'll turn blue just because it's saying you can go to this signal, but this signal is red, so you can't go there. Now, if a train wanted to go to this signal up here, it would just basically go straight through without stopping. But if I want to go to this signal right here, it would actually stop at the chain signal. And when this one turns green, it'll head all the way through the intersection. What this does is basically trains don't stop inside the intersection and cause possible gridlocks throughout the system. Super useful. You know what I can also do? I can place a chain signal here, and I want to place it here. So here and here. Is that how you do it? Yeah. So basically what this does, I think it... is this in the wrong direction? I think I may have this set up incorrectly. What was that? Let me quickly... Yeah, this is incorrect. Let me quickly switch this signal around. And switch this signal around. That should be good now. There we go. And then I can set it up like that. So this part is separated. Yeah, that'll probably work fine. Actually, I don't think this will do anything, so I probably don't use. But that's how basically I'm going to signal all my intersections. Should be good enough. So let's quickly have this. Well, I do have an extra train stop here, so I can just slap that down right here. Let's have the rail come up and around in like a teardrop shape. This will just basically loop it around to be outbound. Let's have signal this up. I'm thinking, honestly, I can probably go with a one long trains. How about this? Either go with a one long trains or two long trains or four long trains. How about that? So I will signal every two cars, just like this. So 1, 2. So I'm gonna have to go right here. So this holds 2 and this holds 2, but I can also support 4, if you know what I mean. So we can have a 4 long train, where it's just a locomotive and 3 cars, or 1 long train, which is 1 locomotive and 1 car, just like that. Do I have any fuel? I do have a bit of coal that'll work for now. So to actually load this, we do need some of these pumps, but they're not too hard to make. Think they need electricity? Yeah, they do. That's fine. Drag some power up here. There we go. Drag the pipes up and cross. And this will actually load the fuel wagon with oil. Yep. So I'm going to actually pick up my car real quick so I don't have to run down here and get it. Let me fix it up first. There we go. So I'm going to manually control this train for now. So that when you come here, we're going to have to hold D to go to the right. So mostly so I can just start building some of this track up. Okay, I'll be back when this is done. Alright, yeah, I just finished this rail line going all the way up to our rail station area. So we should be fine down. You know what I also want to quickly do? I do want to just set up a turret just in case anything happens down here. Just gonna plop this down right here. Just put some ammo there. Yeah, let's get another one. Why not? Oh, there we go. So I got plenty of oil on standby, so we should be fine. Let's go back up here to the rail station. Basically, I kind of want to do something like this, but we're going to have like a bunch of train stops so we can unload a bunch of ingredients if we have to. Should get plastic researching, as that's one of our things we need to get going sooner than later. Guys, it's part of oil. Good enough. So, if you look at our map, there we go. Rail station is basically be here, so I'm just gonna make the T intersection just somewhere right here. Why not? This is our inbound lane. This is our outbound lane. So the inbound lane will accept from the lanes on the rail. The outbound lane will spit out the lane onto the rail lanes, just like that. And just basically signal it literally exactly the same as the T-junction by the oil outpost. Ooh, I did forget to name it. Yeah, I'll get to that later. It's not a big deal. There we go. T intersection done. And this is the fun part. I'm just going to wing it for the design of the train station. It's nothing special. What I'm thinking is we could possibly have also a stacker as well. I think a stacker will be cool. So let's get a stacker up. So we do want to keep in mind, we also want 4 long trains and not just 1 trains. We want 3 trains, which are the 4 long trains. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove this section right here. We're going to replace this with a chain. And basically I want to go down about that much. And we set these up for the 4 longs. That is sort of set a signal there. That's only going to go a bit longer. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we get a chain signal right here, and that is a simple stacker, and we go diagonal here. So what this thing will basically do is if there's a train waiting at a station, it'll just stack in the stacker. We're going to fill this up with a bunch of these guys, just like that. When we put a single chain, and then we get a single normal right here. So this is like 1 train will be stuck in the stacker. But if there's a train coming in where the station's open, it can probably just bypass the stacker in general. So we're going to compact this pretty nicely, as we do want a good amount of trains right in the stack. It looks like just right there. There we go. Boom. Can I place this one? Yeah, looks like that worked. Good enough stacker for me. Let's get this signaled up. Just like that. Good enough. This is what I'm gonna do. So there's a chain signal there. I'm gonna put one here, 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 and here. Just so after a train has, like, went to this bottom one, for example, the other train can come in almost immediately. So it's kind of faster. So this stacker is probably good enough. So actually starting the stations, I'm thinking we could just have a vertical setup. Actually, this is what I'm gonna do. Straight across up. Like that. And this should be long enough for some 4 train stations. If we immediately go up and around. And we may have to go just a bit longer. Yeah, that's not even enough for a 2-train station. So this, I'm gonna remove all this. It's gonna take a bit. Well, it's like, all right. So this is what I want to do. So let's get this going up. So let's say we have a station here. I think we just need to go that long, maybe. 1, 2. That looks like, yeah, it looks like it works. So if we have a station there, we can have it continue to go up, and we can have extra stations in between as well. We're gonna go up a good amount though. That is probably more than enough. So let's also continue this one going up as well. Just like this. Probably not the most efficient. People probably hate me for building this, but it's good enough. I don't care. They can say whatever they want. Okay, let's get this going over this way. No, instead of having it come back down here, I'm going to edit this T intersection so it's an input-only intersection. So you can only branch off of the main line. And we're going to have like an output-only intersection where you can only get onto the main line. So let's quickly remove this input part for the T intersection. And that's good. Quickly edit the signals so they're all handy. There we go. Plastics are finished. That's nice. Battery's good enough. Alright, start with that. So let's just raise the intersection just a bit. Nope. Good enough. Whatever. So I'm gonna raise it just there. There we go. And this part right here will just go onto the main line. So I'm just going to bring this right over here. Probably a bit close, but that's fine. I'm going to use this just a bit more. Oh, overshot it. Get back here. Yeah, I can't wait to get construction bots going. That'll be so useful. And this will just branch onto the main line. Just like that. There we go. So this should be pretty good for a train station. It's expandable, so we have a room. Giving myself plenty of room for this one, because I know in my other playthroughs, definitely not enough room for some of them. So I got plenty of room for this one. This will be nice. I'm gonna start with 1-1 trains, but then I'll eventually get to 1-2 or 1-3 trains. But I'm not gonna name this. Actually, I'm gonna think of how I'm gonna name the stops. I don't have a way currently, but I think I may have a way in the future. But for now, they're just gonna be fine. We're only gonna have 2 stops, but we're definitely gonna have more in the future. So let's get this guy to go right here on automatic mode, and he should just find his way down here. There we go. And we can have the pump jacks coming out of this guy just like that. And I do have an extra tank, which is nice. Pipes. We need to get some power, so let's run some of these large power poles. Just connect it to the stone quarry right here. There we go. Then let's actually hook this up to power. Go, and then while that's emptying, let's quickly set this up. Let's put in a manual so it doesn't run away. So if we want to go to this station right here, Johnny whatever, I'm gonna rename it probably in between episodes. And we're gonna have it go to this station, wait for a full cargo of oil, and then after that it's gonna head up to our little drop-off station, so we're going to go to this station, which is Dinnerbone. We're going to have empty cargo, and that should be pretty good. Just rechecking the signals, they look fine. So if we put this, actually, before this one leaves, I'm going to quickly, this is what I'm going to put a block there. I have this guy. I'm just going to copy the settings. We're going to have 2 of these trains running. I'm going to actually recolor them to black, as black is for oil. There we go. And I can just copy the settings over just like that. Now, I am aware that we don't have a fuel line set up for these guys, so they'll probably run out of fuel before we get that, but it's good enough for now. So, automatic. Automatic. Looks like we're working. So we can go on our map view and can actually see these trains run. So I don't have these properly signaled up very nicely so far, so they will. It's good enough for now, but I definitely need to re-signal some of these parts, but it's fine for now. I'll probably do that in between episodes, so do not worry about that. And that is the console. All right, so let's actually get into oil processing. So yeah, I think that's long due for us. So I'm just going to have oil processing just right here in this area right here where the oil processing tag is. So that'll be nice. So I created a couple of these refineries already. So I'm going to make them face up just like that. 2, 3. Go. I also got a couple of pipes, so let's just pipe it over from our train station area. Using some of these underground pipes, just like this. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. I'm actually gonna move these up. Nope. Oh my gosh, I can't place things. Alright, and we set these to the oil only one. Later we will have a more efficient way using some water. Also, we'll get some more materials out of the oil as well, which will be nice. Let's also run some power over here. And let's get these actually processing into oil. The battery's finished. That's cool. Let's see. Oh, faster lap speed. Good enough for now. So let's get this actually processing. Let's get another tank, as we're definitely going to need one. So I will prepare this little oil setup for the advanced processing one. So I'm going to have some undergrounds here, because these will have 3 outputs, and we can't really connect these tubes. Because, you know, if we put them next to each other, they will just connect. You can't have that. The undergrounds can kind of touch each other, but it's kind of iffy, so just be careful. I'm just being a bit careful about that. So now we're getting petroleum, which is the good stuff. So if we look at our crafting recipes real quick, we can see that petroleum can go... nope. Where is it? There we go. Petroleum and water can get sulfur, and coal and petroleum can get plastic, which is like the 2 main ingredients from oil. And then sulfur can make this sulfuric acid, which can make stuff like the red chips. We don't have them researched yet, but we can make red chips and plastics. Can make into like batteries and stuff. So, like right here, yep. No, sulfuric acid only. Sorry, plastics can also be made for red chips. Sulfuric acids can be for batteries. There we go. I gotta mix around, but it's basically it. Okay, I think we should get some of these processing. So actually, to process these, we will need the thing called a chemical plant, which made in the chemical plant. So let's get some of these processed. I'm gonna create a couple of these chemical plants. I'm gonna run some water up to this area, and I'll be right back while I do that. Okay. Alright. Oop, that was not intentional at all. Alright, I got a couple of these chemical plants so we can actually be making some stuff now. Honestly, we're probably going to want more of these plants, even though... Yeah, we're probably going to want more of these. These take a while to process. We're probably need a good amount of petroleum too, so... I say let's start making a supply of sulfur in plastic. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that on like onto a belt, and then we're gonna belt that all the way down and merge that into one of these belts here for our main bus. Think that'll be fine. I can probably just come down. It'll be a bit spaghetti-ish, but it's gonna be good enough. Whatever. Definitely gonna have to upgrade these eventually. Also got some water coming in over here. So let's start with the sulfur, as that's the easier one. So let's just have a line of these chemical plants just right here. Go sulfur, copy paste. Water. Probably just do this. Boom, boom, and boom, boom. Pipes. And this can go with the petroleum. Probably need some more pipes, don't we? Connect this to electricity. Just like that. And yeah, this is creating plenty of sulfur. Yes, sulfur. And just quickly do that so I can get a belt of it. There we go. So that's our one material. Now, with this plastic, we will need coal. So this is what I'm thinking. We can quickly get another mining thing. Just have this go weep right up here. It's not that far from the coal patch we have. Yeah, this one's gonna be probably easier. Do I have any? Electric. I have plenty, so I think it will be fine. You don't need to be too big either way, so thinking we will just be fine. There we go. I'm quickly disconnect some of this. It's gonna shut down our factory for like half a second, so it's not a big deal. Actually, it kind of is a big deal. All right, reconnect that. There we go. It's gonna run this coal. Actually, running this coal up here will be nice, so we can actually have these trains fueled as well. Just let's run the coal all the way up here. We're gonna split it right here. Let's get started with the plastic first, though. And then over here. I'll probably just have it come just straight up here. Boom, 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 boom. And let's see. Plastic is one coal and some petroleum for 2 plastics. Okay. Let's have the outbound belt to be here. This is have the coal belt to be here. And then let's get some of the long hand guys to grab from the coal and out. Actually, no. Ugh. Output to this bit. Go. Connect, connect, and then just because it's right here, we can just connect it directly from this pre-existing petroleum pipe. Okay, the coal is coming, so I should get us a bit of plastic. Yeah, it's coming. Here, let's quickly make this belt going down first then. Just gonna have this right next to the sulfur belt for now, and this will go down to our main base. It's not that far, and we're gonna have to go here. I'll probably do this off camera in between episodes. We're gonna have it come down all the way to one of these belts here, and we're gonna have it into a single belt. Probably be good enough. Yeah, actually, I think we could have them on 2 separate belts. It won't hurt. Let me just quickly check our other resources to see if we need. Here, I'll decide off camera real quick. Let me get a research started. Actually, just notice we're not researching anything. Let's get those advanced electronics going. We'll probably have to deal with the red circuits eventually. I'm gonna have these. I'm gonna have this getting piped down, and then I'm gonna decide off camera if I want these to go into one belt. Alright, one sec. Timer, go away. Alright, I'm gonna decide if this is gonna go onto 1 belt or 2 belts. But while that's happening, I'm gonna bring this over here so we can actually fuel our trains automatically, so they don't run out of fuel. Because trains running out of fuel is not fun. Just have that come right there, and grab her. But I also renamed these stations off camera. This is where we're gonna do. Next episode, I feel like we should get into the advanced circuits. These are super important coming up. They will require plastic bars. They require a good amount of copper, so we probably have to upgrade our copper production. See, after we get circuits, we get a bunch of stuff after that. We can start getting into blue science, which is sulfur, advanced circuits, and engine units. We can actually start planning to create that. We're already piping down sulfur. We just need to get advanced circuits going. We already have engine units, but probably get a dedicated production facility for blue science. But after we get blue science, we get even more stuff, and like nuclear. Oh, it's going to be so fun. So I think that is the plan for next episode. Plan is off camera, manage some of these signals and rail stations. Probably get a radar down here as well. But we're going to pipe the plastic and sulfur down, merge into the main bus, so we get plastic and sulfur onto the main bus. I probably use these two, one for plastic, one for sulfur, as we probably need a good amount of each material. Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm probably going to have them separate, on separate lines. That'll be good enough. We're going to pipe this down in the next episode. I think we should get started on red circuits, and also off camera, I may build one extra copper smelting facility, as red circuits require a lot of copper, and we're going to need a good amount of them. So we're going to get into red circuits, and then after that, I don't know if we're going to make it to for next episode, but I know after next episode, at least we're going to get blue science, and then that's where we're going to have a lot more research unlocked. We still has to research like some of these, but after we get red circuits and blue science, we can start getting into fun stuff like robots, like lasers, and at that point, I think that's when our pollution is going to be a lot bigger. So if we look at our pollution right now, yeah, it's definitely grown. It's gone off the map. I gotta go check this out just in case there's some enemies down here, but we should definitely start thinking of like walling off our base and preparing for defense, but not just yet, as we still have a good amount to go till reaching at least this patch right here. So gotta check over here if there's any enemies, but I think that's basically gonna be the plan. I'd say it's a good plan. So thank you for tuning in for this episode. Guess I'll see you guys later. See ya.